Welcome back to Navigate Your Wealth, brought to you by the team of Compass Financial. I'm your host, Kristin Oakley, here with both Karen and Sam. And my goodness, we are having a lively show today talking about some unconventional wisdom, some strategies that maybe go against the grain from what is often taught or what people are often even aware of is possible for them with their financial planning, retirement planning. This next one, I am so excited to get into this with you because I used to travel nationwide and present specifically on the topic of Social Security. And you know, the buzzwords are how do you maximize Social Security, how you optimize Social Security. A lot of people are taught that they need to wait to take it so that that benefit can grow. One of the things that you do for your clients, though, is really explore a strategy of taking Social Security early, but then allowing that money, basically allowing the government to pay the taxes for you on a Roth conversion. My goodness, take it away. We got to talk about this.
This is actually one of my favorite things. And it's not that, you know, I'm trying to get the money out of the government early or tell somebody that the way they were thinking is wrong. Everybody has an individual conversation with us about when is the right time. 62 is the earliest you can take your Social Security. Full retirement age varies for people. Just about everybody is at 67 right now. And then 70 is when you must start taking your Social Security.
Right.
And it's, you know, common knowledge that every year that you wait, your Social Security will go up by 8%. So it's mind-blowing to me how many people who, one, could actually use the income but will still wait so that they can get that higher check. And then I have others who don't need the money, and so they're like, well, I don't need the money, so I'm just going to wait. So it started us really thinking and having conversations with the clients. And so again, unconventional wisdom, we like to push the envelope a little bit. We started having the conversation and saying, what if? So what if we took your income at 62?
Meaning your Social Security,
your
Social
Security, I'm sorry, your Social Security benefit at 62. Let's assume that that Social Security benefit is $2,000 a month.
Okay.
So that would be $24,000. That's $24,000 that you're going to get at age 62. If you waited to age 70, yes, the check is going to be bigger, but in that 8 years, $24,000 times 8, actually I didn't do the math on this, 24 times 8 is...
I know, right? Our brains are fried here.
$144,000. I forget. Anyway, it's a ton of money.
It's significantly more, yes.
Okay? What could you have done with that money over the 8 years? Here's the beautiful thing about guaranteed income, and Social Security is a guaranteed income. You're going to get that check every month. You know what my husband loves about his Social Security check? It shows up every second Wednesday of every month. So here's the deal. You get 3 choices every month. Shall I save it, spend it, or give it away? Should I save it, spend it, or give it away? So if you don't need the money, what if 1 month you save it, 1 month you spend it, 1 month you give it away? If you don't need the money, what if you invested it? Over that 8 years, what could that $24,000 a year have grown to then at 70 to provide you with more revenue, more assets, more income?
And as we started thinking about what could that money do, we started doing the math. So I married an engineer. I'm a little bit of a spreadsheet geek. And so we started looking at if the client did not need the money and they wanted to do Roth conversions, the biggest issue with Roth conversions is that you have to pay the tax.
Right.
So we said, what if instead of investing that $24,000 and trying to grow it somewhere else, what if instead we figured out how to use that $24,000 to pay taxes on Roth conversions? So if you take that $24,000, 85% of it is taxable.
Right.
So that means that $20,000 is taxable. Of the $20,000, we said, let's assume it's at a 25% tax bracket. So $5,000 is going to go to the IRS. So of your $24,000, now you have $19,000 remaining from your Social Security check.
Right.
Now, if you take that $19,000 at 25%, that would mean that you could convert $76,000 into a Roth and have your $19,000 remaining pay the government. Now that $76,000 that's now in a Roth is growing 100% for your benefit.
Kristin, we had a client who was 65 years old. His full retirement age was 67, and he was still working.
Okay.
And so as we were exploring these opportunities, unless he stopped working, it doesn't make sense to start your Social Security early, because you have to give back $1 for every $2 that you earn if you're over a threshold, which is,
it's called
give or take
back.
20,000.
I always say, what the government giveth, the government loveth to taketh away, right?
That's right. That's right. So for him, we said, all right, when you're 67, now he said, no, I'm not planning on taking this income until I'm 70. I said, hold on. I know you love your job. I know you have plenty of income. But if we turn that Social Security on at 67, you now have his Social Security benefit, I wrote this down, was going to be roughly $3,400 a month.
Right.
So net $3,000 gives him $36,000 to use for Roth conversions. We took the 25% theoretical effective tax rate, divided it into the $30,000, and that gave him $144,000 a year that we could convert. Over that 4 years until he was ready to retire, we were able to take 144 times 4 and have that all be in the Roth IRA for him.
Listen, I know we have really unconventional approaches to finances, but if those approaches are something that you're interested in, we would love to help you.
Wonderful. Karen, Sam, thank you so much, and thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you next time on Navigate Your Wealth.